Hello, Lit and Comp. Today is Thursday, April 7th, and you guys are going to start working on your title and visual. So this is a new thing I've added to the rubric. I'll go over that in just a second. But I want you guys to consider, how does a title and visual help strengthen your memoir and add to the story? First is, you guys have been writing a lot all week, so this visual will allow you to kind of take a step back from the writing and think a little bit more about some of the imagery that you have when it comes to the narrative, or when it comes to the story and the feels and the incident and the details and the emotion that you're trying to capture. So I want you guys to actually make a visual. I have two options for you, and then if you notice, this is part of this category right here. So you have a creative, inventive title and an outstanding visual, and then realize too that this influences parts of your detail. It influences a little bit about the incident and the truth that you're creating. It is an organizational tool because your title tends to lead into the organization of the paper or what the incident is going to be about. It's also a style device. So the visual does have some pretty good impact. Not to mention, it might let you take a break from typing and step back and look at what you have going on from a visual standpoint, as well as just, getting a memoir written. So I want you to make a visual. You have two options: mood boards or classic book covers. So this is very, very much like the album cover, so I'm sorry if this feels redundant, but you guys can make a classic book cover. You could use Google Drawings, Canva.com. I guess you can hand draw it too if you're really into that, and you can make it look really nice. But you do want to think about, what do you want to title the book? So I think both of the books we've studied, The Things They Carried and Night, the titles are so powerful, right? They're so meaningful for what the book is about, or what your short story and your memoir is going to be about. These are two alternative covers. You can look at the covers you have currently in front of you. But I thought this one was really cool because I like the color symbolism. The barbed wire is obviously very reminiscent of the setting he was in. And then the silhouette, because I think he's almost like a outline of a person as a result of all the horrible things he endured. I like that the title is in caps, and I like that we have his name in blue, like the shadowing around his figure here. I also think using this little quote here is kind of cool. It's right here too, so you could do that. You could ask a friend. So I could say, Miss Zima and I work together for English 4, so I could be like, hey Zima, what do you think of my short story and memoir, A Child's Contrition? And then maybe she could give me a little statement, and I could put like Miss Zima or Harper Creek High School. I like this little stamp too. Give yourself an award. So you could have fun with this. This one I thought was cool because it was really graphic, and it really illustrates the title and all the things that were in their backpacks. So, do you like a classic book cover? If you do, that's awesome, but remember there's other features too. Title, and there's different things. Or you could be like, track runner for, I don't know. I don't know if that was lame, but alright, moving on. You could also make it visual with a mood board. So mood boards are a form of collage. You can still do some collaging. You just want to make sure it's not like getting super picture oriented, because then it might get too busy. So a mood board uses colors, like it will give like a color theme, because it's a feels, right? Like it's the mood of the piece. So this would be very calm, and I feel like there'd be nature because of the nature images. This reminds me of like the 1920s. I believe that's Marilyn Monroe, so that's curious. I'd be curious if she pops up as a comparison in the story. I like this quote thing here. So you could put like a key quote from your actual memoir. I would probably add a title right here and put my, A Child's Contrition by Mrs. Rutan. Here's a couple more. I tried to find one that was a little bit more masculine, so there's this one right here. All right, I don't know if you put a picture of yourself like that, but I do like the keywords here. I like numbers because this reminds me of sports, right? I have a number 12 that I always liked for sports. I like the black and white kind of neutral colors, and I like kind of the grid-like pattern of this one. This is cool too. It's got a little bit more text, but once again, you can see they use colors to kind of help create the mood of the piece and kind of what the focal point is. So I hope that gives you guys some ideas. Don't forget to reference the rubric. I'll talk about this again tomorrow. And I'm excited to see what visuals you want to create and also what is your story's title going to be. So good luck.